All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. This is the real semifinal. I'm sorry, I have errantly reported that the previous semifinal was a semifinal. It was actually a quarterfinal. So this final semifinal is the real deal. Okay, so here's what we got. We got the M1 Laser Cats versus the BW Heat. I don't know, probably the Bears or something like that. They're from Baldwin Woodwin. So they're a Wisconsin team here. M1 found themselves here after pool play. This is the gold bracket. So the highest bracket, the winner of this game plays in the championship immediately hereafter. Now, I'm going to try to cancel the end of this broadcast and bring to you another live broadcast immediately thereafter. So stay tuned. Watch for that link coming, okay? So another link coming for the next broadcast. I'm going to have to work fast and hopefully bring to you guys a real quality broadcast. Today we've lost Max Henriksen. He was not able to stand. He needs a seat, so we're going to let him go to the stands. But I'll be with you today. The Sunday, February 16th, at Chaska High School. We'll be underway here shortly, so don't get up, just grab yourself maybe a cup of coffee or a Diet Coke, and we'll be with you shortly here. All right. Teams are just about to shake hands. I'm going to give you a shot of the roster.
M1 is splendiferous.
M1 is family.
M1 is community.
To me, M1 is awesome. M1 is awesome.
M1 is united.
To me, M1 is driven.
And we're back to action here, folks. This is a little shot of the roster here. And we're going to play the best of 3 sets. The first 2 sets played to 25. The last set played to 15 in case it was needed. Looks like not exactly sure who's starting with this here today. Looks like BW Heat is going to start with it. So the Heat to their back line. They'll serve. BW Heat service, curveball. Nara Robertson, great bump here over to Martinson. Martinson set to Henriksen, that one into the net, unforced error. And the Heat take the early lead, 1-0. Heat to their back line again. It's a fastball. Dupree to play it over to Robertson. This one over to Henriksen. She's got to bump this one over. Sends a low bump right over the net. The Heat here smashing one into Henriksen. She'll settle it. Martinson backwards set. Nice drill by De Leon. This one back to the Heat. They find the back corner behind Martinson. To take another point. A nice point there by the Heat. That was a good hit by their outside hitter in the back corner. Here's the Heat to serve to the back line. Henriksen lets this go. It lands in. That's an ace. M1 Laser Cats playing a little tentative right now. Like to see them come up strong. Here's Henriksen, she'll dig. Over to Martinson, Martinson over to Arneson, she'll set this one over. The Heat come, they'll smash one. De Leon got a piece of it, but not enough of it, and that'll find its way to the ground. Robertson had another piece of it on the way to the ground. It's 4-0 BW Heat early on out. Heat service to Henriksen. She'll bump over to Martinson. Nice set here over to Henriksen. She drills one. Heat able to handle. Heat set this one up. Net violation by the Heat, and M1 Laser Cats are on the board here. Substitution, Sophia Schwant in for Hazel Martinson. Paige De Leon to the back line. Number 8, Paige De Leon, setter for this M1 team. Good serve here by De Leon. BW Heat, nicely done, containing that ball. Dupree over to De Leon. Spiked by Schwant. That one finding the sideline there. That was a good hit there by Schwant. It's 4-2 now. BW Heat still with the lead. De Leon to the back line. This the semifinal of this President's Day Challenge in the gold bracket. De Leon service here to middle of the barrel. BW Heat able to settle. They'll set one over. Dupree, De Leon, and Schwant try and play it at the same time. Miscommunication, unforced error. It is 5-2 BW Heat. BW Heat sends this over to Robertson, over to De Leon, backward set. This one to Henriksen. Henriksen drills one, but that one's long.
Go, girl, so good.
It's 6-2 BW Heat. They're to their backline, service to Robertson. She'll send a bump errant into the bleachers. It's 7-2 BW Heat. BW Heat service to Robertson. She settles this over to De Leon. Arneson, backwards bump over to BW Heat. They'll set this one up. They crush one. Dupree, De Leon. Nice set here by Arneson, looking for a soft spot there. It's back to Dupree again. De Leon, nice bump here. Up to Schwant. She'll run to it. Nice set by Schwant. Finding the back corner. M1 Laser Cats regaining service. Here's Madeline Henriksen to her back line. Madeline Henriksen, number 19, outside hitter. She'll crush one to the libero of BW Heat. She's able to settle. What a spike by BW Heat, man. They got some highly skilled players here. They'll set one up, send one over. Schwant came a little bit early on that block, and that one finds its way to the ground. It's 8-3 BW Heat early on out in this first set. Best of 3. Played to 25, win by 2. BW Heat libero to Robertson. She'll settle to De Leon. This one coming over to Sheldon. Nice tip by Sheldon. Looking for a little bit of space on BW Heat. Backwards bump that one into the net. And one to take advantage. It's 8-4. Layla Arneson here, walking to the back line. Layla Arneson trying to gain some confidence here. Nice serve by Arneson. This one middle court. BW Heat sends one over. Good set here by De Leon over to Schwant. She'll set to Sheldon. Sheldon, mistimed jump, puts that one into the net.
Go. Hey, it's okay. Swing. Let's go. Side out.
9-4 BW Heat with service. Substitution on BW Heat, number 1 to the back line to serve. Baldwin Woodlands, I believe, is the cities that this team is from. They're a Wisconsin team. Number 1 to serve over to Robertson. Settled here nicely by De Leon. Sheldon will send a bump over from the 10-foot line. This one crushed by BW Heat, but it's too far, and M1 Laser Cats able to take advantage. It's 9-5 BW Heat with the lead. Here's Martinson in for Schwant. Martinson to the back line. Hazel Martinson, number 22, setter for this M1 team. Martinson drills one here, looking for a soft spot. BW Heat able to handle it. It's Robertson set, backward set by Martinson, drilled by De Leon, but BW Heat, wonderful defensive play. Back to Martinson. De Leon, long set over here to Sheldon. Good crush there by Sheldon from outside the line. Back to BW Heat. They'll send a bump over. Henriksen settles to Martinson. This hit by Sheldon up on top of the line. That one walks back into M1's court, and it'll find the ground. Good point there. It's 10-5 BW Heat with service. This one, Robertson wisely allows that one to go over her head, and it's 10-6, 4-point game. BW Heat with the lead. Adeline Dupree to the back line. Adeline Dupree, a lot of zip in her step. Adeline Dupree with a jump serve, number 9, libero. Adeline Dupree, she crushes one to midcourt. BW Heat settles. They'll send one over. Nice play here by Martinson. Oh, and she sent that over to Robertson. Robertson had kind of dove just a little bit early. Wasn't able to change her position on that ball, but boy, what a play by Martinson there. BW Heat crushes a serve to Henriksen over to Robertson. This one sent over by Dupree, midcourt. BW able to handle. They'll set up for a crush. They send that one to the back line. Boy, that was tipped. And you know what? I think that ball was in anyways. That was really a nice play by BW Heat. They've doubled M1 up in score. It's 12-6 BW Heat from the back line. Running jump serve. This one a knuckleball. Boy, good serve there by BW Heat. Henriksen set up nicely by Martinson. She sends that hit long off the back line. M1 here has to settle down and recontain themselves. This BW Heat team, highly skilled team. Some really good at the front line. Boy, they really set up well for some crushes. Seda Mirniki trying to settle her team down, get them into a groove. Seda calling an early timeout here in the first set, 13-6. M1 down by 7, BW Heat with the service. Running jump serve by number 2, this one into the net. It's 7-13. Nora Robertson to the back line to serve. Robertson, number 32, libero of this M1 team to the back line. BW Heat settles the ball. They'll send this one over. Dupree settles. Martinson, nice set here to Arneson. Arneson, great hit. What a play by Arneson there. Oh. M1 here, starting to settle down, looking a little more polished. It's 13-8, 5-point lead for BW Heat. Robertson here to serve. BW Heat able to settle this. They'll set this one over. Here's Henriksen, bump to Martinson, back to Henriksen. It's a give and go. Henriksen sends that into the net. That crush, not high enough. Missed time jump, unforced error. 14-8. BW Heat with the lead, a 6-point lead here. BW Heat crushes one over to Henriksen. She settles to Martinson. It's over to De Leon. She'll send a bump over. BW Heat able to settle. They'll have to bump this one from behind the 10-foot line. Dupree, Martinson over to De Leon. She'll set this one over. There was a little miscommunication on that. This hit coming. Midcourt, Robertson able to settle. It's Martinson, back to Robertson. She'll send a hit to the back line. That was a nice play from the 10-foot line by Robertson. This back line coming to Dupree. Settled to Martinson, crushed by Arneson. Boy, what a play, but BW Heat settles that ball. Back to Robertson. Martinson, long set here to Henriksen, jump. Good hit by Henriksen to the back line. BW Heat, miscommunication. They can't play the ball. Unforced error by BW Heat. Boy, we have not seen many unforced errors by this polished BW Heat team from Baldwin Woodwinds. Wisconsin back to the back line. It's Paige De Leon to serve. Great serve by De Leon. That one finds ground. It's 10-14 Laser Cats. M1 to serve. 10-14. They're down by 4. First set played to 25. Got to win by 2. De Leon to serve. Good serve here, De Leon. Libero of the BW Heat digs. Good set and hit here by the Heat. It's Henriksen with the spike from the beyond the 10-foot line. Back at the line. BW Heat to De Leon, or Dupree, De Leon. Here's Henriksen from back from the 10-foot line. Again, that one unforced error goes into the net. Heat take advantage, 5-point lead. They'll serve back to Henriksen. Bump. De Leon, nice set here to Arneson. She'll send a bump over to BW Heat. They'll settle here. Good set. Spike. That found ground to the right of Dupree. That was a nice play there by the Heat. 16-10, 6-point lead. The Heat from their back line will serve. Crushed serve. Schwant sets this. A line drive set over to De Leon. She's not able to get elevation on the ball. That one goes into the net. Serve here to Robertson. Oh boy, De Leon got one arm on that, kept that thing alive. The Heat at the line, they keep it alive. They're going to call a net violation on the Heat here. It's 11-17, the Heat with a 6-point lead. Madeline Henriksen to the back line. Madeline Henriksen outside hitter. It's Alexis Sheldon in for Adeline Dupree. Alexis Sheldon outside hitter. Madeline Henriksen outside hitter from the back line. She'll send a fastball that cannot be handled. Good serve here by Henriksen. It's 12-17. M1 here down by 5. In the first set, best of 3. Henriksen from the back line. She drills one to the libero of BW Heat. They'll set this one up. Crush into the net. Unlikely unforced error by BW Heat. Once again, pretty sound team. We're not seeing a lot of unforced errors. And M1 able to gain a little ground. Here's Henriksen with the serve. Good serve, trying to find a soft spot. BW Heat able to send this over. Robertson settles to De Leon. This up to Arneson, tipped at the line. Sent back, Henriksen keeps us alive. Good bump there by Henriksen, looking for the soft spot. Henriksen keeps us alive to Robertson, over to Arneson, backwards bump. That one kept alive. M1 taking a defensive position. They'll set up this bump over to Robertson. Bump kept alive. Sheldon will send a bump over to the back line of BW Heat. They'll keep this one alive. BW Heat crushes it. Henriksen wisely lets that one go long. Wow, what a point there. Nice play by Henriksen, deciding to allow that one to go past her. Henriksen to the back line. She'll crush one here just over the net. Wow, good serve by Henriksen, but BW Heat, great defensive team here. Robertson keeps this one alive. De Leon backwards set. Oh, Sophia Schwant just sends that just a hair bit wide. That will be advantage Heat. It's now a 4-point lead. BW Heat to the back line. Service, it's a knuckleball to Robertson. Arneson backwards bump. Sheldon sends us over. She was running into De Leon there on that play. Oh, what a set by BW Heat. That was a nice play right at the line there. 19-14, timeout. 5-point game, BW Heat with the lead. Very close game, some really very good plays. BW Heat playing a real sound game, very few unforced errors. This game is one of those games that you just cannot allow the unforced errors. They will eat you up. All right, we're back to action here, folks. BW Heat libero to serve from behind the back line. This server, one of the smallest people on the court, settled by Robertson to De Leon. This one crushed by Schwant. BW Heat allows that one to fall. It's 19-15. Layla Arneson to the back line.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Keep talking about that.
Layla Arneson playing middle here for the M1 Lasercats. Arneson drills one to the libero BW Heat. They're able to settle. They'll send a backwards bump over. De Leon move that left a little vacancy. Arneson was there, but they're too late. It's 20-15, 5-point lead for BW Heat here early on out in the first set. Best of 3. This one played to 25, got a win by 2. Number 1 of BW Heat will go to the back line. She just came in for a substitution. Number 1 of BW Heat sends it over to Robertson. She'll dig this one out of the ground. De Leon sets that one over the line. BW Heat up at the net. They'll crush one. They'll get tipped. Helget was there at the line. They had a piece of it, but not enough. 21-15 BW Heat to serve. This one to Sheldon. She'll settle to De Leon. She sets that up nicely to Schwant. Schwant kills this to the back line. That one's in. Nice job, Sophia Schwant. 16-21. Madeline Henriksen to serve for the Lasercats. No, excuse me, Hazel Martinson of M1 to the back line. Martinson, service. Good serve by Martinson here to the libero of BW Heat. They're able to settle. They'll send a hit over. That one's deep. (21-17). Martinson, service. Good serve here, Martinson to the back corner. BW Heat's got to work right by the stands. They'll send a backwards bump over. Nice play by Helget to keep it alive. This one's got to find its way over, and over it does. BW Heat able to set this one up. They'll send a set looking for time and space. It's Martinson backwards set to De Leon. De Leon crushes it. Too hot to handle. Nice job, De Leon. That was a nice backwards set by Martinson. It is 21-18. That ball going over to Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids wanted to keep that ball for a souvenir. We won't allow it. Here's Martinson. She sends a high fly ball to deep center field. BW Heat plays it into the stands. That will be out of play. It's 21-19, 2-point game. Hazel Martinson serving for the Lasercats. This game played to 25. First set, best of 3. Semifinal matchup here in the President's Day Challenge. Gold bracket for these girls. This is 14 age bracket. All right, the Heat. Oh, excuse me, Martinson to the back line. Martinson starting to heat up here. 19-21. Martinson, good serve here to the back corner of BW Heat. They'll settle. Send a hit from the 10-foot line over to Robertson, settled by Martinson. Nice setup here to Sheldon. Sheldon sends that in. I'm pretty sure that was touched. They're going to call it out. It's 22-19. BW Heat to serve. This one over to Sheldon. Bumped and set by Martinson. Sheldon's got to send a bump back. She was well behind the 10-foot line. This one from beyond the 10-foot line. Martinson dives for that, but she puts it into the stands. That ball dead as soon as it hits the stands. 23-19. BW Heat to serve. They serve it to the libero. Robertson sets up Martinson long. Set here, boy, De Leon just crushed it there. Nice job, Paige De Leon. This one to the back line. Adeline Dupree in for Alexis Sheldon. Adeline Dupree, number 9, to serve. It is 23-20, BW Heat. Adeline Dupree Running jump serve. It's a fastball down the middle. BW Heat able to handle it. They'll send it over. Martinson had to dive to dig that one out, and she put it into the stands. That was a tough play. Now it's set point. BW Heat with service, 24-20. BW Heat to serve. They'll serve it right back to Robertson. She'll set to Martinson. Bump back to Robertson. She'll put that one into the net, and that's the end of the first set. 25-20. BW Heat to take the first set. The best of three. All right, folks, BW Heat taking the first set, 25-20. We're about to get started here with the second set. We're going to play the best of three. This set played to 25, got to win by 2. Third set, if necessary, will be played to 15, got to win by 2. BW Heat, a very well-polished team. Very few unforced errors. A good matchup, though. These two teams matching up relatively closely in ability level. All right, we're back to action here, folks. It looks like M1 to serve first. It'll be Paige De Leon, number 8 of M1. Paige De Leon, a setter for this team. The lineup for Laser Cats is Sophia Schwant, Layla Arneson, Madeline Henriksen at the front line. We'll have Robertson in for Helget. Robertson playing libero, and number 36, Alexis Sheldon off the back line, along with De Leon. Second set, best of 3 in this semifinal matchup in the President's Day Challenge. BW Heat, 1-0. Paige De Leon sends the first ball into the net. Unforced error allows the early lead for BW Heat. Heat to serve. They waste no time. Send it back to Robertson. Set up by De Leon. This one over the net. Wow. Oh, no, not over the net. I don't know why M1 did not play that ball. This one, a rocket here to Schwann. Arneson, backwards bump. She sends that into the net. 3 early unforced errors for M1 early on out. Drill of a serve. Nice job by Robertson to dig that one out. BW Heat sends a bump out. Nice dig here by Sheldon. They'll set this up, and it's De Leon to Henriksen. She drills one to the libero of BW Heat. BW Heat sends it over. They get it past the block of Schwant, and Sheldon's there to try and dig, but it's a little too late. They had a good point, though. BW Heat drills another serve. Sheldon digs that one out. This one set up nicely by the Heat. They'll send this over. De Leon, Robertson, over to Henriksen. Henriksen, nice soft set, but that'll find ground here for the Heat. They'll send one over, a hit coming. Robertson digs that one up. Arneson over. Schwann! Oh, they're going to call that one out. It must have went right of the foul pole. That was a good effort here. This one, Henriksen to the back line. Arneson, unforced error, sends that into the net. It's 6-0 early on out. M1 playing out of sorts. About 5 of the first 6 points were unforced errors. Well, one of those points was a real good one. But The Heat just kind of playing soundly here, letting M1 attack itself. All right, it's timeout here by Seda Merniki. It's 6-0 BW Heat. BW Heat to the back line. They waste no time in serving. Back to Henriksen. She'll settle to De Leon. De Leon to Schwant. Schwant, nice touch set. They're going to say that the Heat touched the line. Uncharacteristic, unforced error for the Heat. It's 1-6. Henriksen to the back line to serve. Now is when M1 needs a good rally here. Henriksen to serve. She'll drill one. Heat let that one go out. A little too much on it. 7-1. Unforced error. BW Heat to the back line. They'll serve this one right to the soft spot, right in front of Robertson and Sheldon. Nice serve by the Heat here. They waste no time in serving. Service right to Robertson. She nicely settles this to De Leon. Backward set to Schwant. Schwant kills one to the back line of the Heat, but the Heat handle it. Back to Robertson. She'll bump it to Henriksen. Henriksen sends this here to Sheldon. Good hit by Sheldon from outside the boundary line. BW Heat sends that one into the net. It's 2-8. Arneson to the back line. M1 has to gain some ground, get a little bit of a rally here. Arneson sends this one to the libero of the Heat, and she'll settle it. The Heat handle that nicely, send it right in front of Arneson, and Arneson's late to the party. It's 9-2 Heat. This Heat team just doing a really nice job finding the open areas on the court. That was a great hit by the Heat. Number 1 of the Heat serves this right back to Madeline Henderson. C-Set settles to De Leon. De Leon nicely to Schwant. Schwant, well-timed jump. She crushes one. That'll find the court on the Heat side. That was a nice point. Now we'll have Sophia Schwant to the back line. Number 35, Sophia Schwant, right side hitter. Schwant sends one deep. Libero plays it. Keeps it alive. Boy, that one almost was out. Here's Henriksen. De Leon up to Helget. She crushes one to the back line of the Heat. The Heat send one over. Here's Sheldon. She settles to De Leon. Nice set by De Leon up to Helget. Helget, this time jump, sends it into the net. Unforced error by M1. It's 10-3. Hazel Martinson in for Sophia Schwant. Number 18 of the Heat to serve to the back line. Heat waste no time in serving. She'll drill one back to Sheldon. Sheldon puts this up nicely for Martinson. Martinson over to Sheldon. That was a great little tip there by Sheldon. Tried to get the Heat off their timing. Here's Martinson over to De Leon. Nice hit there by De Leon. That one finding daylight. It's 10-4. M1 gaining a little ground here. It's now a 6-point lead. Alexis Sheldon to the back line. Sheldon drills one to the libero of the BW Heat. They're able to settle. They'll send a backward set over the line to Helget. Here's Martinson back to Helget. Helget drills one. Nice shot here by Helget. For Helget with a crush at the line. That will gain ground into the BW Heat court. It's 10-5, a 5-point lead now. Sheldon to the back line. Service by Sheldon to the libero of the Heat. She'll settle that nicely. Heat crush one over the line. Martinson tips that. She tried to just get a handle on it. That was a fastball coming at her. All coming at her face. She just had to defend herself. Adeline Dupree in for Alexis Sheldon. The libero of the Heat hits one, this one into the net. Uncharacteristic, unforced error for this Heat team. They've been playing pretty sound volleyball. It's a 5-point lead. 11-6. Nora Robertson to the back line. Libero, Nora Robertson to serve. And a good serve here by Robertson, tipped over the line. Robertson got a handle on it. This one settled by, nice backwards bump there by Arneson. That finding the back corner. Drill there! Oh boy, that one just crushed by the Heat. Oh wow, was that a good spike. Can't be upset about that. That ball, tough to handle. Heat to the back line, it's 12-6. Heat serve a knuckleball. Henriksen allows this to go over her head, but it finds its way in. She thought that ball was going out. That one found its way to the back line. That was a great serve. This server really serves like a knuckleball fastball. Henriksen there to Martinson. Nice to Arneson. Excuse me, Arneson lays one in. But BW Heat able to handle. Martinson over to Henriksen. She drills one long. That's another point here for the Heat. Once again, M1 beating ourselves here with unforced errors. Heat to the back line. They'll drill this one low. Uncharacteristic, unforced error for the Heat. It's 14-7. The Heat are winning. This the second set of three. Paige De Leon to the back line to serve. De Leon service here. Heat settle that. Up to the line. Henriksen bumps this over to De Leon. Back to Henriksen. Henriksen tip over the line. And the Heat will be able to settle this. Tip coming by the Heat. That over to De Leon. Now this is Dupree over to Henriksen. She backwards bump from well behind the 10-foot line. The Heat handle this over to Robertson. She'll set this up to De Leon. It's a timeout here for a ball in play. It's a nice job by Sophia Schwant there, sending one over at the end of that play. So we'll replay that point, 14-7. The Heat was a 7-point lead. De Leon to the back line. Service, De Leon, this one just over the net. Heat able to handle. They'll hit one to Henriksen. She'll save that. For some reason, De Leon was right there, but she just thought maybe the ball was going over, and it did not. 15-7 here, the Heat. They serve to Robertson. It's De Leon over to Schwant. Schwant from beyond the 10-foot line sends one to the back corner of the Heat's court. Heat send this one, boy. That was a number 18 of the Heat. That's her second crush, where she's just totally finding daylight on M1's court. And she's a pretty solid player, if you ask me. The Heat here to serve. Dupree to De Leon. Henriksen crushes one. Good hit here by Henriksen. The Heat can't handle that one. 16-8. M1 trying to gain some ground here with a little bit of a rally. Henriksen to the back line to serve. Madeline Henriksen service to the libero. This one a curveball. They can't handle it. 16-9. Henriksen to the far right side. She'll swing one to the back corner of the Heat. Heat set this up. They'll put that one into the net. Uncharacteristic, unforced error by number 18 of the Heat. 16-10, the lead now 6. Henriksen to the far right side. Service. Henriksen drills one. Heat able to get a handle on it. They'll handle it from their backside. They'll send a backwards bump to Robertson. She'll bump to De Leon over to Schwant. Schwant, good hit at the net. Now a 5-point lead. It's 16-11. Henriksen to the back line. Henriksen drills one into the net. Unforced error. Back to a 6-point lead. The Heat will go back to serving. 17-11. Heat service back to Robertson. She does a nice job settling this to De Leon. That one to the line. That one goes down in the Heat. In the M1 court. For some reason, De Leon decided not to play that ball. I'm not exactly sure why. I think she maybe thought it was going over that. Heat here to serve. This one tips the net, finds its way down to the ground. That's a tough one to stop. We're just looking a little bit tentative, not quite aggressive enough on some of these balls. Some of those balls that are dropping right at the net have me wondering exactly why that's happening. I think we're thinking the ball is going over, but looks like we're in position to play it. It's just kind of odd. So we have 19-11. It is a 8-point lead for the BW Heat team. This game played to 25, got to win by 2. The second set, best of 3. Heat walking away with the first one, so M1 has some work to do here. This one finding its way back to Schwant, over to Sheldon. Sheldon sends a bump to the back line. This coming over, hit by the Heat, over to Robertson, who sets it up for De Leon. Nice hit by Schwant here. This to backcourt of the Heat. Heat settle this one, backwards bump over. Henriksen and Robertson right between them. They were both going for the ball. Simultaneous contact. And they send that errant. It's 20-11, 9-point lead for the Heat. They'll send a knuckleball back to Robertson. She can't handle it. She plays that as a backwards set, but there's no one there. It's 21-11, now a 10-point lead for the Heat. The Heat with command here. BW Heat to their back line. They'll serve this one to the, just a beautiful serve. Alexis Sheldon decides to let this one fall. And another unforced error for the M1 team makes it 22-11. BW Heat once again doubling M1's score. The Heat from their back line will serve knuckleball to Robertson. Robertson settles De Leon at the line. This is a net violation. On M1. 23-11, 12-point lead for the Heat. M1 struggling to get something going here. Heat to their back line to Sheldon. Sheldon sets it into the ground, and that is another unforced error. 24-11, game set point for the Heat. Sideways shot, this one out. (24-12). Cora Helget in for Nora Robertson. Layla Arneson to the back line. Arneson to serve. Nice serve by Arneson here. That finding ground. 24-13. M1 will not be allowed any more unforced errors. It's an 11-point lead here for the Heat. Another good serve here, though, by Arneson. Sheldon puts that one into the net. That's the game. Great job here by the Heat, taking it to us. That'll be the end. We'll have a third place game after this, folks. I'm Mike Henriksen. Look for that link coming out. I'm going to try and send